So, it's your company's hard-earned money. So why should you give back? How can it possibly benefit your business? I'm Kalila Reynolds, and it's time for another episode of Money Moves, JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. Michelle Chong is back with us. She's CEO and founder of the Honey Bun Foundation, which is all about giving back. Welcome back, Michelle.
Thank you, Kalila.
Every time you come on, it's just gold. Like, I just need to start taking notes and scribbling.
You have the recording, so you're good.
That's true, yes. And we do have a summary on the website as well.
Oh,
so
yes.
Today we are talking about two things, giving back and corporate governance. And you know a bit about both of those things because you
Yes.
have the Honey Bun Foundation.
Right.
And then in terms of corporate governance, well, you're a publicly listed company, so you gotta have that.
Gotta have it.
So let's talk about giving back first.
Okay.
So how important is giving back to you?
Well, it was so important that in I think it was 17, we actually changed our mission statement because, you know, your first mission statement, I see it all the time, is about being the biggest, being the best,
Right.
that sort of thing. And then I thought about it and I said, I need this to be meaningful to me. So we actually changed our mission statement at Honey Bun to lead, achieve, and serve. So the serve part of it is the giving back. So it's really to lead through innovation, achieve success for our stakeholders, and serve the greater good of mankind. Because it was me, it was who I am to want to serve. So why am I going to have a mission statement that says I want to be the biggest baker in the Caribbean? That didn't excite me. So, you know, I have a teacher background. I'm naturally a teacher. So because I had run a business from very small, one of the talents that I had was to be able to run a small business into a bigger business, into a public business. So it was one of the things that I really wanted to do. And I became the president at the Jamaica Exporters Association the year before, and I wasn't sure, what does God have for me? What does God have in store for me? Why me? You know, anyway, I prayed about it. And as it is, he showed me signs that he wanted me to lead the Exporters Association. That was where I developed a lot of the things that I wanted to do, wanted to serve. And those were the foundational things that made me form the Honey Bun Foundation to be able to help SMEs. Because you have to recognize, and I tell this story all the time, that to export, it's like playing a game of cards. We have 52 cards in the deck, and 10 of, well, I don't know, multiple of 52 now, but say 10 of us are playing cards. We get 10 cards, 5 cards each, and you leave 2 in the deck, so to speak. And we keep shuffling the cards and getting 10 cards. But we need to add more cards to the deck. And that comes from export. So, you know, you got to get foreign dollars. And when we import,
Absolutely.
we take cards out the deck, and we no longer get 5, we get 4, we get 2, until we're almost in debt. And we're owing money, which is what the economy is about. So we must export. So that became so obvious to me. And the best place to export from was through small businesses, because there were so many of them, and everywhere you look, it's always said that that's the best way to build the economy, through export. So every time I work with SMEs, I encourage them to find a way to export their product.
You were just asking me about that before we started.
Yes, and I ask everybody about that.
Yes.
So we worked with a counseling company last year, and they are now exporting their Zoom sessions that they're having. People from different countries are buying into their Zoom sessions. So we all can find a way to earn one more card for the deck in the economy.
Where does Honey Bun export to now?
We export to Canada, the UK, US, and some to the Caribbean, to the...
Nice.
Yeah. So we do export. And that's where growth is going to come from in Jamaica.
So giving back doesn't necessarily have to mean charity.
No.
It could mean through training, through time.
Through your talent. Whatever talent you have, you can always give it to somebody. And I know when we started the Honey Bun Foundation, it was based on two things. One was leadership skills, and the other one was on collaboration. So what I found a lot within the various organizations was that they compete against each other. So it's very important that we understand the difference between competing and collaboration. We compete among each other, 3 million of us here, almost 3 million of us here in Jamaica. Why are we competing with each other? We need to collaborate together and make a bigger product and a better product. So don't compete with who we have here. Look at global standards. Look at what competitors are doing in the global industry and work together as Jamaicans to beat them out.
So who would you say is your competition now?
Locally or?
No, you're talking global.
Okay, so we have quite a few of them. We have all the Sara Lees, but it's not even...
Betty Crocker.
Right, but it's not only the baking companies. It's about the standards that are there in manufacturing that you want to be able to, because you won't be able to find as much information about baking companies unless they're public. So you want to be able to find out what are the standards in manufacturing, in the industry. What software are they using? What is their gross profits? What are their net profits? So this is the things that I work on with the companies that I work with, that they get to understand what are the standards for the industry. And you use that to set your standards.
I love that. And not necessarily what Mr. Man down the street is doing, but the global standard.
If you use a man down the street, you're working at low standards. Forget that. Don't try to compete with him.
And that's how you create an export-worthy product.
That's right. That's right.
I love that. All right, so let's talk about the corporate governance side now, which is very important and often gets overlooked by businesses. It's kind of left for last. But now it's starting to take center stage with this whole ESG paradigm. People are looking at environmental, social governance of companies.
Yes.
Why is corporate governance, before we say why it's important, what is it?
Okay. Well, a lot of people misunderstand corporate governance. And I just want to mention that, you know, through the Honey Bun Foundation, we have the GAP app, which I spoke about before.
Yes.
And you do a questionnaire, and it will grade you on the different areas in business. And you'll get some red scores and some green scores. What you're doing good in is green. What you're not doing, what you need to do better. You did it, Kalila. You get red scores. And it will tell you where to go to improve that performance in your business. So from the back end, we can see all the cumulative data, so we know which of the business performances are rating the lowest, and corporate governance is one of them. They're rating the lowest in terms of business skills. That one and productivity. So what is corporate governance? Let me put it to this way. I would compare it to the foundation for a house. You can build a beautiful house, but if the foundation isn't right, it will not stand the test of time. So governance is about putting certain practices in place on which you can build your business.
What type of practices?
So practices like you said to me that in your business and even through the Honey Bun Foundation, we have set up advisory committees for businesses so that as SME can, you know, we have an advisory committee for companies which they can apply for, and we provide them with 3 different advisors with different skills. They learn how to manage discussions, ideas, actions, just like a public company. So they meet once a month, they come up with action items, they know what their strategic plans are, they know what their short-term objectives are, and they work together with their advisors. It's a 1-to-3 ratio. Usually in Jamaica, coaches are provided for businesses, which is a 1-to-1. But if your coach is a business person, a financial person, you're not going to get that much help with marketing. So the 1-to-3, and these are overqualified advisors, you get a rounded support from 3 different advisors. So they are providing...
You want advisors in different areas?
Yes, yes. So they can have a rounded experience or advice. So if they need help in marketing, they can go to Advisor 1, and we have some amazing advisors. We have lawyers, we have people who are past presidents of different organizations. We have people who are head of RADA. We have a lot of amazing people who are giving back. We actually call them, or they are our nation builders,
Right.
because they are giving of their time to help these companies. So governance is about how you govern, how you manage. So people have different ideas about managing. So the important thing is that there are certain things about managing that don't change if you're going to manage your company in the right way.
What's the difference between a board of directors and a board of advisors?
Okay, that's a technical question, because as a director, there are certain legal requirements for directors. So we're very careful to call them advisors, so they don't have any legal responsibilities. But it's about the same because they're giving you advice.
So they pretty much do the same thing, but it's all in the title.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So anything else we should know about corporate governance, Michelle?
Oh, there's lots you should know about corporate governance. Yes,
could talk all day, huh?
Yeah, corporate governance is about regular reporting,
Right.
reporting your financials to your directors on an agreed frequency, regular meetings. It's about networking, who your advisors know, who they can put you on to, and all about accountability. Action items from your meetings. Did you get that done? Did you get that done? So they hold you accountable.
Thank you so much once again, Michelle. So you guys go and download the Gap app in the Play Store now and see where your business stands on corporate governance. Michelle said that most businesses aren't doing very well
No.
on that tier. So this can help you to identify that and fix it.
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here's a recap of Michelle's key points. Giving back doesn't necessarily mean giving money. Your company can give back through time or talent. Improve your company's corporate governance by setting up an advisory committee. The committee should focus on learning how to manage discussion, ideas, actions, etc., and meet at least once a month.
That's it for this episode of Money Moves JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. Check out their website, eximbankja.com, and check out my website, KalilaReynolds.com, for a summary of this episode. Till next time.
Let's get this money.